Oracle, I am back today to offer the energy reading for our Geminis. This week I did not do the Sunday weekly guidance. So each day I'm uploading a video for all the zodiac signs in Gemini. Today is your day. All right. So we're going to go ahead and get into this thing. Let's see what we have. We're going to start with our goddess deck. I've had a hard time shuffling this goddess deck this week. So let's see if we can get it. If we can get it right today. Okay. Let's see what Spirit has. What Spirit guidance do we have for our Geminis this week? What goddesses are assisting our Geminis? What goddesses are in the energy of our Geminis? What goddesses are our Geminis aligned with? Let's find out. Who is assisting you all this week, Geminis? Let's see. Let's see what you got. Oh, there we go. We got several that came out. Kuan Yin, the goddess of compassion. 27 on this card, breaking down to a 9. Kuan Yin. And you've also got Ishtar, the goddess of communion. Okay, Gemini. So compassion. What I'm getting from this, Geminis, is I'm really feeling like you are needing to show some compassion to yourself, actually. Yeah, I'm getting like you all are needing to show some compassion to yourself, like you all have been maybe a little hard on yourself lately, maybe busy doing some things, and so you are really needing to focus on showing yourself grace, showing compassion to yourself this week. And of course, when you do things for self first, then you're able to then reflect that outward. So when you start showing compassion to yourself, if you move into this energetic space of showing compassion to yourself with this energy of Kuan Yin, then it's a little easier for you to show compassion to other people who are in your experience. If you cannot show that up for yourself, then it's difficult to then reflect that type of energy outward. And then, of course, with Ishtar here, this goddess of communion, what I'm getting with this card, 24 on the card, breaking down to a 6, what I'm getting with this is you're really being invited to be in communion with spirit this week. Like, I have really been getting this week, just even myself included, like the need to truly slow down and find time or create space. I won't say find time, but to create space to commune with spirit this week. I feel like there's a lot of communication that is being poured out to us, specifically for you all Gemini, since this is your reading. But I do feel like there's a lot of communication that's coming toward the collective this week. And Spirit is really encouraging you to create some sacred space for yourself, create some sacred space so that you can commune with Spirit. Now, that may be finding sacred space within your home. Maybe you're a person who likes to be out in nature, and so you can also commune with spirit in nature, or simply commune with nature. That's one of the things that I enjoy. I find great pleasure in being out in nature, communing with nature, being in that quiet space where you can definitely hear yourself, hear your own thoughts, but also hear that communication that is constantly coming to us and coming through us from spirit. So that's what I'm getting from these two cards. Let's find out what other guidance we have for you Geminis. Let's see what we have. Welcome to everyone who is here. I appreciate you. I wish I could see, but I cannot. But I'm just gonna say hello. Oops. All right, one more. Horrible shuffle there. Okay. Oh, wow, that was quick, Gemini. That popped out. So there's something unexpected that's coming into your experience, Gemini. Something unexpected, a 47 on this card. Um, You know, each time I see this card, I think to myself, or the last time I should say I saw this card, I thought to myself, there's a fairy that's coming into your experience because there's a fairy in this card. And some people may think that's like unheard of, although maybe there is a fairy that truly is coming into your experience in the form of a person. So be on the lookout of anything that may be coming up that may pop up, show up in your experience this week, Geminis. It may be some spiritual contact. It may be a new person that's coming into your experience. This image here is a reflection of this fairy in the palm of this gentleman's hand. So I'm getting really that there's some spiritual communication that may be coming to you. If you are connected or if you feel connected to any other realms, just be open to the communication that may come forward this week. And Spirit is asking you to really be present. And I think that's important, especially when talking about communication that may be coming from other realms, whether that be the spiritual realm, the animal kingdom realm, any other realm other than the one that we're in right now. But quite frankly, presence really helps us to connect. Being present in this moment. And I said all of that. I did all of that without clearing the space in order to help us to be present in this current moment. I am so sorry, Geminis. Let me clear this space right now. One moment. Let's get into this. One more time. I can't believe that I started the reading without clearing the space. So I always clear the space prior to readings because I like to clear the energy, clear any negative energy or any stagnant energy that may be in the space. And it also helps me and you as a viewer to sort of drop into presence so that you can get the full benefit of these readings, so that you can align with these energies that are presenting themselves to you. So with that said, let's go back to this. So presence, right? Spirit is really encouraging you to be present this week, to drop into a state of presence or to tap into your presence as often as you can. We live in a very busy society, right? Our attention is always being someone is always vying for our attention. Something is always vying for our attention. We are busy, we have a lot of things on our minds, and sometimes it's difficult for us to truly be present in the current moment that we're in. And one of the ways that we can assist ourselves in dropping into presence is simply paying attention to our breath, right? To take a moment, take a pause, and breathe. Right? Focus on your breath, because when you focus on your breath, you can't really focus on anything else. So Spirit is really inviting you to be present this week, to practice presence, because like I said before, we are bombarded with things, someone, something, especially if you're on any type of social media, which most people are, or if you pay attention to the news. Some people do. It's very easy for us to be pulled into a frequency that is not conducive to our well-being. And so a way to combat that is to simply drop into presence, recognize where you are, recognize what is happening in this moment, and keep your focus there, keep your energy there. All right, so focus on presence this week, Geminis, and be open for what is coming, what some unexpected contact or unexpected communication that may be coming forward for you. All right. Let's see what else we have. What other guidance does Spirit have for our Geminis this week? I hate to look down while I'm recording this, but I've got my cards set up at a different table this week, and I'm standing up, so I'm sort of required to look down, but I know you guys are watching me, and so, you know, I'm continuously looking down, and y'all are looking at the top of my head. All right, what else? What else for our Geminis? Let's see if there's anything else that's going to come out of this deck. Maybe, maybe not. Yeah, we got one more. Wisdom, Geminis. Okay, so wisdom, tap into your wisdom is what I'm getting. 24 on this card, breaking down to a 6. Tap into your innate wisdom, Gemini. All right, we all have it. We all have innate wisdom. It's a part of our makeup, and that wisdom, when we are able to tap into that, it helps to guide us, it helps to lead us, and that is what Spirit is really asking you to do with this energy and with this card here, to tap into your own wisdom. And also what I'm seeing here is, because there's a lot of animals in this card, so I am definitely getting that you may have a spirit animal that is guiding you, or you simply may be in touch with the animal kingdom. And if that is the case, you already are aware of who your or what your spirit animal or spirit totem is. If so, be open to any type of communication, maybe in the form of a dream, or maybe in your waking experience. If you are finding that you are seeing a certain animal that's in your experience, that pops into your experience on a regular basis, that is a sign, that's a message, right? As I stated earlier on the outset of this reading, that we are constantly receiving communication from Spirit. It comes in innumerable forms. I don't know if that's the right word, but there's so many ways that we are receiving communication from Spirit, right? So the fact that you know, you could be receiving communication via dreams. You may simply be seeing an animal in your experience, encouraging you. As I say that, I see a I see I see a squirrel sitting on top of this little birdhouse, chomping away at some nuts in my backyard. Anyway, pay attention to what animals may show up in your experience, or of course numbers, but specifically with this card, I'm getting that that there's animal communication that may be coming to you. This energy is gaining momentum is the card that the next message that I've pulled out of the deck for you, Gemini. So with this energy maybe is gaining momentum. This could be in reference to communication from spirit guides, right? You are that connection is building, that connection is strengthening. To give you all an example, right? So about I would say it's probably been about 2 months ago, or maybe not even that, but a little while ago, I saw these 2 dragonflies outside my front window. And I don't know what it was about seeing them, but when I saw them flying around in the yard, I just sort of felt drawn to just watch them for a few moments. And after that day, what I noticed is that these 2 dragonflies would show up at my house every single day. And specifically, one dragonfly would perch itself on the top of my antenna on my car. This happened for about a month, at least 3 weeks. Every single day, I would get up, I would look outside my window, and I would see that dragonfly there. So what I'm getting from this is that your communication with the animal kingdom, that energy may be gaining momentum. So definitely be aware, be conscious of the communication that you're getting, of the messages that you may be receiving, of the signs that may be coming forward for you, because Spirit does communicate to us in a number of ways. And you simply need to be open to the ways that Spirit communicates with you. Sometimes that's numbers. Sometimes it is in the form of spirit animals. Sometimes it's in the form of insects. So really pay attention is what I'm getting here. That Spirit is really asking you to pay attention to what's happening in your environment, going back to being present. If you are not present, then when you see animals in your environment, you may simply see them and say, okay, well, that's a cat in my environment. Or you may pass a dragonfly and just say it's a dragonfly. Or you may not even notice the dragonfly. You see animals and you just see it as an animal and not really being present enough or paying attention to recognize that it is indeed a sign from the universe. Okay, or from spirit, or from God force energy, however you all see that. I do have another card here. It's a full moon in Leo that says, don't let pride get in your way, Gemini. So I'm not sure what's going on in your experience right now that may be prompting this. Maybe you, let me see. Let me take a pause here and see what I can feel from this. You know, what I'm feeling is if you are in the midst of like spiritual awakening, spiritual enlightenment, soul awakening, you can certainly get into an energy of feeling, oh, let me find a really delicate word for this. You can certainly get into an energy of feeling like I'm elevated, because that truly is how you feel. You feel elevated because you are being elevated. Spiritually, you are being elevated. But I'm getting that Spirit is really encouraging you to not allow that to get in your way, to not allow pride to get in your way here. And it is very easy, I would say, for pride to sneak in. However, yeah, I think it's easy for pride to sort of sneak in, but I also feel that we individually are aware when that energy rises up within us. There was another message. This is not a card that got pulled out, but I did get a card a couple of weeks ago or last week or something. I don't know. My timing is don't pay attention when I'm. I did get a card that talked about this the other day, and it said that we're not even aware of the damage that pride causes in our lives, like the how far that stretches. And I wish I could find, if I could remember specifically what it said, but it definitely sort of spoke to the point that it's important for us to not allow pride to creep up within us or to take hold of us, because it does cause damage in our lives, far reaching damages that we cannot even measure, right? And so I think that's the reason why we really want to pay attention to how we're feeling, what we're experiencing as we go through this spiritual journey, because it can be easy to get into a place where you feel like you may be better than another person or elevated above other people, simply because of what's happening in your life and what Spirit is doing in your life and how Spirit is elevating your consciousness, and your surroundings may not reflect that. The people that are around you may not be on the same spiritual frequency that you're on. And so you can find yourself potentially looking at other individuals in a different way, or feeling like you're better than them. And so that's the message that I'm getting from this. Don't let pride get in your way. Spirit is really encouraging us to rebuke that spirit of pride. Geminis, the end of a tough cycle approaches. So for some of you, there may be something that has been going on in your life that has been difficult in the past. That could be in the recent past, maybe in the last week or month, or it could be in the last year. Some of these cycles that we go through during this spiritual journey or spiritual awakening, they can last some time. It could be something as that happened a week or it could be a year that you've been going through a process, or years, or years really, that you've been going through this process of awakening. It seems like something, something has, it's always transformational, like you're going through this transformational stage, one after another. And what Spirit is saying here is, if this has been a difficult time for you, if it's been a tough cycle, that this cycle is getting ready to end out for you. And of course, with all endings, that means that there's a new beginning. So be expectant of what is going to happen, or what's coming forward for you, because it's definitely not gonna be this. Okay, it's not gonna be this tough cycle. You're now moving into a new cycle for your life. So be expectant of a good change that is beneficial for you, and change that will assist you on your soul's journey. I want to pull some shamanic medicine cards. This is actually one of my favorite decks. I feel like I always get really good messages from this deck. So I'm going to pull from my shamanic deck and find out what medicine do we have for our Geminis this week. Again, you guys, I apologize for having to look down at the table and away from the camera as I'm shuffling these cards. I just saw during the shuffle the Shapeshifter card, which I always find to be a highly spiritual message. So let's see what actually comes out here. All right, what medicine, do we have for our Geminis this week, Spirit? All right, so Medicine Bag and Dreamweaver. So our Dreamweaver card, this message to me always reminds me of Dreamweaver. So this is my energy, first off, for all of you Dreamweavers, you dreamers who are here. This message always makes me think of your spiritual connection, right? Opening your third eye, or having access to that inner what's the word that I'm looking for? Inner vision, right? As you can see in this card, she has access, or she's able to connect with what I call the animal kingdom here, showing this owl and this fox. But also, if you could see here in the corner, it's the faint image of an older person. So what I'm getting here, Geminis, is that you all do have access to your ancestors, and also to other realms, which I touched on at the outset of this reading. But it is requiring for you to tap in, right? For you to tap into yourself, for you to tap in with spirit, for you to be present, right? As we pulled earlier today, for you to be present and tap in, because there is communication for you. There's communication, again, that's coming from various forms. This could be from dreams, all right? If you are a person that you're definitely being encouraged to tap in, Gemini, because there is communication that is coming forward. You all are actually, if this message is resonating with you, you are actually definitely on a spiritual path, and a path of spiritual healing here with this Dreamweaver card, and also with this medicine bag. All right, there's a treasure for you. The medicine bag. You guys are being invited. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Yeah, you all are being led to you all have some innate wisdom that spirit is wanting to pull out of you. Some of you all were shamans. This medicine bag, this is something that is in your bloodline. Your ancestors are coming through here with this this Dreamweaver card. So some of you have this shamanic what's the word I'm looking for? I always have a hard time finding words. Talents. It's the best word I could think of. Shamanic talents in your bloodline. And Spirit is really calling you forward to complete this work. This is work that your ancestors have done. I wish I don't have my glasses. I really want to see what this image is, and I'm having a hard time seeing what's in this medicine bag. But this is in your energy, Geminis, and Spirit is calling you forward so that you can complete this work, or so that you can do this work. If you're not already doing some type of healing work, spiritual healing work, or healing work, it doesn't necessarily have to be spiritual, but that's what I'm getting from this. But if you're in any type of healing capacity, maybe you are in the medical field, that with the medicine bag here, but Spirit is definitely calling you forward to do the work that you are assigned to do, work that you are capable of doing, a work that you've been designed to do. This is work that your ancestors and that your family has done for centuries. You may or may not be aware of that, but your family, your ancestors are coming forward to reveal this to you if you are unaware of it. Let's see. Actually, I want to get one more from this deck if I can. What else can we get? What other medicine can we get for our Geminis? I'm sorry again. I'm sorry I'm not looking in the camera, guys. I wanted to come out, but it didn't come out. Stop looking down. Look at you guys. Uh-oh, there we go. We've got one. All right, yep. Yeah, you guys are on a journey right now. And your ancestors and Spirit is calling you forward through this journey. This spiritual journey, this spiritual awakening journey. Calling you forward to do the work that you are destined to do here. A work that's in your energy, and a work that really has been a part of your family for some time. I'm also getting from this that this may be like an actual journey. Like when I say journey, initially what I was saying was in reference to like this long journey of your spiritual awakening. But I'm also getting from this that maybe you may go on a retreat, some sort of retreat. And there may be some spiritual journey that you take while at that retreat. For example, maybe if you went to do some type of ayahuasca ceremony or something of that sort, or maybe not even a plant medicine type of journey, but just to go on a journey where a shamanic journey, right? With, you know, the music and the drums and flutes and things of that nature. That's what I'm getting from this. You can also take this journey in your mind. At the bottom of this card, it says imagination. So you don't necessarily have to be in any type of formal setting to go on a journey. You have the ability with your own mind, your own consciousness, to go on any journey that you choose. Your intention is what sets that in motion. Right, so if you're wanting to go on a journey, if you're wanting to connect with your ancestors, for instance, or you're wanting to connect with the animal kingdom, you can set an intention and go on your own journey to do that. You don't need anyone else's assistance. Spirit is assisting you. Spirit is hearing you. Spirit is listening to every request that you have and leading you and helping you as you are going towards that journey. Whatever it is that you're wanting to accomplish, you have assistance, you have guidance that are here helping you to do that. Okay? I want to find out right now where our Geminis are on the emotional plane. What are you guys feeling this week? What's going on with you? You all are here with me right now, so you could tell me. But I'm going to pull the cards to see what we can get reflected back to us from these cards. All right, where are our Geminis on the emotional plane this week? What's happening with them emotionally? Get one more shuffle. All right, where are our Geminis this week? I have to keep remembering to look at this camera. And I say that, and then I look down. All right, so someone's shy and someone's happy. Someone's shy and someone's happy. All right, so something's going on in you guys' lives that has you really happy right now. You're blissful, joyful, and content. And then we have someone who's a little timid and hesitant and reserved. Okay. So what I would typically do at this point is find out what we can find, what guidance we can get to assist you. I don't think you need any assistance with happiness. Happiness is a great feeling. Everybody loves that. Continue doing what you're doing. If you are happy, hold on to that feeling as long as you can. Revel in it, bask in it, dance within it. Really hold on to that as much as you can. This shyness, let me see if I can feel what this is about. This spiritual awakening could definitely have someone feeling shy and timid, especially if you're in an environment that is not reflecting back to you what you're experiencing internally. Then you can feel out of place. You can feel a bit awkward, shy. You can be timid because you don't feel comfortable interacting with other people. Maybe you feel like you're different, you're weird because of what you are currently experiencing. So that is completely understandable. But let's see what guidance we can pull. We can pull for our Geminis here to help them with this shyness. Being present is definitely a way to assist with those feelings. If you are feeling a bit awkward, if you are feeling out of place, if you're feeling timid, or what word am I looking for? I don't know. Reserved. If you're feeling reserved, being present can definitely assist with that, because it, again, you are no longer focused like outside of you. When you drop into presence, you are focused within, right? You're tapping in with your the deepest parts of yourself, that core of yourself, that keeps you rooted, that keeps you conscious. Okay, I'm sorry guys. There's a call that came through and I struggled to try to figure out how to get my screen back on. Okay. Recognize your first thought, Gemini. So this card is actually inviting you to tap into your intuition this week, right? Tap into your intuition. It says today is a day of intuitive practice where you acknowledge that your first thought is your best thought and usually corresponds to your clearest intuitive voice. So your goal is to pay attention to your intuition. All right, so this shyness, the message that came out is a response to this card about being timid and shy, is really advising you, Geminis, to really tap into your intuition, right? Which is going to assist you. Your intuition, tapping into that, acknowledging that, is helpful, especially when if it is that you're dealing with other people and you feel a little uneasiness, a little bit of awkwardness, because your mind may be telling you one thing, right? Your mind is communicating something to you, which is what may be causing or prompting this feeling of being shy or timid around other people. But when you tap into yourself, again, tapping into presence, rooting into yourself, and recognizing or acknowledging your intuition, that core part of you is going to protect you, right? That core part of you is not going to allow anything to happen to you, anything to harm you. If you are in a place where you feel unsafe, if you look at the image on this card of this shyness, there's a little kid that's sort of hiding behind this wall. So if you're in a place where you're feeling unsafe, then recognizing your first thought and tapping into your intuition is going to help you. It'll help you combat that. It'll help you move through that, to move past that, because your inner voice is guiding you. Your I don't know why I'm having trouble finding words today, but you're going to be guided, right? You will have a direct connect to your higher power, right? It's going to flow through you, and it's going to direct you. It's not going to put you in any place where you are going to be in danger. And if you are in a place that you may be in danger, that you may feel unsafe, or that you may feel awkward, it's going to direct you and guide you and communicate to you, letting you know, or putting you at ease, letting you know that you either need to leave this place and find another place that's more conducive to you, or it's going to communicate to you that there's nothing for you to worry about. So that's what I'm getting for you here. Let me get one more. I feel like, no, there's another deck. Oh, I do want to pull from another deck. Two more decks. One more. I'm going to pull from this deck. This is one of my favorite decks that I know I said the last one was my favorite deck, but this is another favorite. This is another favorite deck. This is a deck that I feel like speaks directly to the mind, and clears out any confusion that we might have. So let's find out what guidance, what spirit guidance for the mind we have for our Geminis. Our minds can be very tricky. You know, we've been conditioned to believe certain things, certain beliefs we have accepted over the years because that's what we heard, that's what was taught to us. And so I feel like this particular deck helps to clear out any fogginess and any confusion that we may have in the mind, okay? So let's see what we have. They don't want to shuffle today, though. Or maybe it's just me. I'm blaming it on the cards, but it's probably just me. One more time. Nope, they didn't do it right that time either. Not that time either. I'm going to try it one more time. There we go. All right. Oh, of course, they want to fall completely out of my hand. All right, what guidance do we have for the mind this week, Spirit? Thank you all who are here. I appreciate you. This is actually my first time doing a live. I typically record and upload. All right, we got 3 cards actually. So the universal flow is the first card. It says we cannot fight the universe. It refuses to be budged from its course. We can only go with it. Okay, so Geminis, if you're feeling this week or at any time, frankly, that you are in a state of resistance, and you can feel that in your body, right? You can feel it in your body. If you are feeling tense, you know, that you are being led in a certain situation, you feel some sort of resistance, then it's not beneficial for you to fight whatever is happening in your experience, right? Because the universe is going to do what it's going to do. We can't fight it. It's not going to be budged from its course, as this card says. The best that we can do is go with it. Go with the flow, understand the flow. I think once we start recognizing the universe's power, but even more so recognizing that this is a supportive universe, right? This universe that we live in, this world that we live in, it is supportive. It is here to support us in every way. It is not in any way trying to hurt us, harm us, or lead us down a wrong path. So once we begin to recognize that we are living in a supportive universe and we have guides all around us, whether they be in the form of people, be in the form of books, be in the form of movies, be in the form of animals, then we feel more comfortable relaxing and simply going with the flow. Okay, this other card we have here is there is choice. It says every day, every moment, every second there is choice. If it were not so, we would not be individuals. Okay, this card I think directly speaks to our free will, and our ability to resist the universe if we want, just going back to the last card. So I'm saying to you, don't resist the universe. The card is saying go with the flow of the universe. But of course, we all have free will, and I am not here to tell anyone what to do. Simply give you all what I have experienced, and also give you the messages that I'm receiving from these cards. But you do have choice. We all have free will. We all have free choice. Otherwise, we wouldn't be the unique individuals that we are. So one thing I definitely want to say to all of you Geminis is tap in, tap into your higher power and tap into yourself, because when you do that, then the guidance that you are getting outside of yourself, you're able to recognize it more quickly. You're able to recognize whether that guidance is truly for you or not. When you're not tapped into yourself, when you're not connected with your higher power, then it is much easier for you to hear messages or receive messages and sort of be in all of these different places and not be sure which way to go. So again, as it spoke about in the as we pulled early in this reading, being present in the moment and tapping into yourself, tapping into spirit, being aware of the messages that are being relayed to you. That's the way. That is the way. That is how. I'm having a really hard time today. I don't know. I think I've talked too much today, and now my tongue is like, I'm tired. I don't want to talk anymore. Tapping into yourself is a way for you to know whether the messages that are coming towards you are truly for you or not. So you do have choice whenever you receive messages to determine whether this is for me or not. Not every message that you receive, especially when you are getting readings here, or tapping into readings here on Instagram, not Instagram, Facebook, not even Facebook. What's wrong with me? YouTube. When you're tapping into messages, even here on YouTube, understanding that not every message is for you. Not every message is going to resonate with you. These are general messages for the collective. So your energy is in here, but all of the messages may not be for you. So utilize your choice, your free will, and your choice. Okay, last card. Today is new. All right, today is new and I am newly awakened in it. And I believe with dauntless faith that my good in full measure comes to me from God today. So this is, I love that message because it helps us to recognize that every day is a new day, no matter what happens today. No matter what is going on with you today, if it was a horrible day, if things didn't go well with you today, understand that tomorrow's a new day, and that any good that comes to you is coming to you from the divine creator. It's coming to you from your higher power, from your higher source. So recognize that every day is new. You do not have to carry over anything from any other day into your present moment. Okay? All right, guys, Geminis, one last card. One last one. This is a long, I didn't realize it's been 44 minutes. I know why my tongue is stopped. It doesn't want to work because, yeah, I have been talking too much today. It's like 45 minutes. All right. One more. It's a quick one. It's the last one. And then I'm going to let you guys go, and I'm going to let my tongue rest for the rest of the evening. All right? Messages from the divine feather messages. Ooh. So I said one more card, but I got 4 of them that popped out. So the nut hatch, it says, stay grounded and welcome new knowledge and perspective that is coming to you. So stay grounded, Geminis. There's new knowledge coming forward. Find comfort. I'm sorry, the duck. It says find comfort and balance in simple ways. You have support all around you, which we already talked about earlier. There is indeed support all around you in this supportive universe. No matter where you turn, there are messages being relayed to you. You are simply needing to be present enough to receive them. All right. Also, the flicker, it says new rhythms are coming into your life now. You are encouraged to trust and adapt. All right, so this actually goes back to one of the cards that we got earlier too. The unexpected. Something unexpected is coming into your experience. This is echoing that. New rhythms are coming into your life. Be encouraged. You are encouraged, excuse me, to trust and adapt. So be open to what's coming forward for you, Geminis. And the last one we've got is the Magpie. Reevaluate your priorities. It's time to let go of what you no longer need. All right, so it may be time for you all to let some things go. Maybe it's people, maybe it's things in your environment. Maybe you need to purge some things out of your environment. Maybe it's a thought pattern that you have. Maybe it's a habit that you have that's keeping you stuck or keeping you stagnant. So let go of anything that you no longer need, Gemini. All right. Okay, guys, that is all that I have for you today. I appreciate all of you who stopped by and chilled with me and got this message from me at the crib, even though my tongue just decided to stop working at times. I want to thank your guides, my guides, and also the Divine Creator for allowing me to be a clear and open channel to relay these messages to you. If you resonated with this video, if you liked it, please drop a comment in the comment section and let me know. Thumbs up the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so that you can get notifications of new videos as they upload. If you didn't like the video, if you came here and you stayed for this whole 45 minutes, or maybe you came halfway into it. If you didn't like it, it's cool. Put a thumbs down, but I still want you to drop a comment in the comment section because I want to know what was it that you wasn't feeling. And yeah, that's it. So I appreciate y'all. Thank you so much as always. And I will see you on the next video. Peace and blessings, guys. Bye-bye.